Hmm. Only 13 seconds today. 17 seconds. Okay. Ciao. Welcome back to all of my lovely creative creatures out there. To all of my beautiful collective, my indigos, my star seeds, my light warriors, the rainbow children, the crystalline, all of the beauties existing out here. Thank you for being you. Can you hear me? Thank you for being you. Okay, yes, you can. Amazing. So, guys, let's start off with a little prayer, spell, whatever you want to call it. Words are spells. That's why it is called spelling. And that's why how we use our words and using our words is very important. Also, when we write, it's very important. Also, how we speak to ourselves. So, if you are new here, I go by Sophia, Zofia, okay? And this is Divinity Within Thee, where we take time to get in touch with the divine, right? I am here to help guide and direct you guys on how to get more connected with the divinity, right? How we connect, right? To each his own. So let's start off. Dear universe, source, creator, divinity, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, ancient deities. Let's call on many of the archangels. Let's call on Archangel Michael. Let's call on Anubis, Isis. Let's call on the Mantis. Let's call on, hmm, let's call on the Galactic Federation of Love, Light, and all other high vibrational frequency beings that with only our best and highest intentions, right? With the best, highest possible outcome and timeline for all that are involved, for me and my collective, so mote it be. We ask that anybody speaking our name, me, my collective, or anything like this, any harsh things, or any time our name is spoken, that it gets returned to us 100-fold in the form of health, wealth, abundance, and love, so mote it be. And we also ask that as you are here with your guidance, with your clear and concise and precise messages, your protection and your clarity, we ask that any monitoring spirits, handling spirits, beings, entities, uh, uh, groomers, gropers, haters, whatever, masturbators, whatever, that all of them, right? That any negativity, any black magic, any dark things that they are trying to put on me or my collective gets returned to sender, because we do not need to transmute that trash energy. It is not ours. I love Ubel. So mote it be. Trash. Okay. It's important that you guys know, number one, that if there is negativity that is coming towards you, yes, you can ask your guides, your ancestors to transmute it into something more beautiful, right? You can call all of your power back to. I was attempting to do this today, but I was having much too fun outside on adventures with my kitty, that I didn't actually do it because I left the headphones for a while. And but I will do it. I know I've been saying this forever, but about calling our power back to us, right? I call my power back to me from every person, place, space, realm, dimension, time, being, entity, anything that I may or may not have agreed to. I call my power back to me. So mote it be. Anyways, there's a whole thing. I was writing this today. I actually went and had a nice adventure. My cat wanted me to go outside. So I had a nice adventure. I got a little bit of a tan. I spent like an hour. I spent about 40 minutes at the beach, um, hanging out with the fishermen, doing some writing, some journaling. Okay. If you guys are feeling a little bit like you need like maybe a little bit floaty or something like this, definitely go into nature, especially whatever your element may be, right? So, for instance, if you are a water sign, go somewhere that's near water, right? Whether it's the ocean, the river, a stream, whatever, waterfall, doesn't matter. If you're an earth sign, go sit under a tree, go sit on the grass, go sit with the flowers, right? If you're an air sign, go somewhere where there's a breeze, where you can feel a breeze. Maybe go somewhere that's a little bit elevated, where you can feel a breeze, where there's something, you can feel a little bit of stuff blowing. Or maybe go fly a kite. I don't know. If you're a fire sign, then yeah, maybe use some incense, some dupa or some candles, right? You have the ability we all have the ability to, even if you're staring into fire, right, or at water or anything like this, you have the ability to really hit another level of meditation. Not all meditation has to be like Om Shanti Shanti, like it doesn't have to be like that. It can literally just be sitting and appreciating, breathing in the energy, breathing in, like participating in the vastness that is. But I personally find that sometimes we have a little bit better to ground out or to clear energy if we go and we work with our element, right? So yeah, check out what your element is. Um, and maybe spend some time doing a little elemental meditation, just sitting there. And like my cat loves, like she loves to go to these little flower beds, right? And she loves to watch butterflies. I taught her when she was very small that we have different fairy friends, right? And that there are friends, so like the dragonflies and the butterflies and the frogs and things like this, they're our little fairy friends, right? And the birds, so she's not supposed to get them. And so it's very adorable, right? Because she'll go there and she's like a little bit blind, but she'll go there and she'll just be like, oh, like a little kid, like this, just this simplicity of connecting with some type of nature is really, really important. Hello, Anna. Good to see you. Ciao, ciao. So, I'm coming on a little bit earlier today because whatever. Hate is gonna hate, that's what they do out there. So just let them be, let them be. As the Beatles say, let it be, let it be. There's lots of bees. I've been seeing this. You guys may be seeing some type of um little animals, little elementals, right? Sometimes it's good to look up what it is that you're seeing. Sometimes you may be seeing bees or butterflies. You may be seeing a type of bird. You may be seeing maybe little geckos or frogs or different things like this. Hello. And just kind of tune in with whatever you're seeing. And you guys can look up, what is it, like the spiritual meaning you know, of whatever it means. I saw it today. That's tiniest, like little tiny, itty bitty, like these little flowers. This little bud flower was like this big, right? Like the size of a dime, right? Tiny. And this bug was on it, this grasshopper, and it was like little, but its legs were so um, so long. And I was like, what is going on? I wish I could show you, but it didn't really upload. My devices are all whatever. Um, that's the energy you're in. Amazing. Ciao, Grayscale. Welcome. Thank you for your fishies. Yeah, that's the energy on it. It's like, um, you know, there's a lot of, with all of the spiritual warfare that's going on, it's okay to be aware that it's going on, but don't let it overwhelm you, right? Don't let it envelop your whole being. That's the point, is it takes you away from being because it makes you have to be so concerned, right? And so to maintain your peace and to just understand that everybody's on their own journey, right? Whether that's the birds, whether that's the bees, whether that's the neighbors, whether that's whatever it is, right? um and just tune into it, right? Yeah, just let it go. Tune into the nature and let other people's things go away. You saw a snake yesterday. Cool, cool, cool. What kind of snake? What kind of snake? um oh goodness. Okay, well, we got some jumpers here. Okay, we got the star energy with a little bit of victory coming through. Okay, somebody wants to hold on to something pretty intently. They do not want to let something go. So today we're going to do a little bit of a channeling in. Yesterday I did, I shared, it was more, we used the angel deck, and there was a lot of different things that were coming through. Today I was called to go down to the beach, and then I saw all of these little things. I actually found 2,000 $2,000, no, 2,000 rupiah, which isn't really that much, but um, on the beach, right next to where I sat down, it was like in the sand. And I was like, why am I here? Why do I need to sit here? And I was just sitting there singing. And then I realized when I got up that they had the previous day, or maybe even in the morning, potentially. I don't know. I went down there. I got down there like 2 p.m. Um, they had been doing a cremation. They did a cremation ceremony down there. And in Bali, they do a cremation, right? They celebrate the death, right? Because they're like, oh, you're hitting the next level. You get to reincarnate. You must have learned your lesson. You must have did what you need to do. And now you're on to the next thing, right? They celebrate. They don't mourn. Like, it's so strange that so many people mourn instead of realizing that actually they get to go directly back to source, right? They're stoked for them out here. Anyways, I found this little purple. It's like a clover, but it's dry. And so, yeah, I brought it back. I'll put it here for today. But I brought it back to add to my little altar. So, yeah, you saw a black snake. Wow. I am live. Hello, DC 44. My cat, one of the few things that she's allowed to get is like mice, rats, and snakes. And so she would always be so proud and bring them in. But there was a couple times when she got little green vipers. So that was kind of crazy. You don't have to burn dead people. God will do it later. Well, to each his own, right? To each his own, right? Um, Here I've been to many cremations of people, right, that were close to me, right? Because all these weird motherfuckers, all this whole group of these people, trying to take things that don't belong to them, right? Um, but the thing is in the Hindu culture, right? Um, it's like, I don't know, for me, I'm just like, okay, ashes, ashes to ashes, ashes to ashes, maybe, Access to Rome. Am I racist? Why would you think that I'm racist? Maybe I have a lot of racists in me, not not actual racist. My grandfather that I grew up with was extremely racist. He came from the South, and he was born in 1921. He was definitely super racist, but no, my family was always very racist to me. See this fro? See this curly fro? I mean, I bleached the hair. My hair is bleached, like very bleached out. I have very dark hair, but my family was extremely racist to me my entire life because I had very curly hair and brown hair and these hazel brown eyes. So they called me all sorts of weird things. Yeah, my own brother growing up used to call me not so nice things that rhymed with piglet but started with an N. He used to tell me my daddy was black or Mexican or all these crazy things. So it's just what it is, right? Okay. For some of you guys, okay, yeah. Well, this is what it is, right? For some of you guys, you are or have um there has been some type of completion that has come about, maybe having to do with some type of family members, some type of past type of past energy, maybe even people that you knew. For some, it can be that there may be something new that's starting, okay? But there is something that definitely needs to be addressed here, okay? This is past. Okay. This is can be family, this can be siblings, this can be family, this can be past life, energy or love, whatever. And it's so interesting that this is the first card that came out because on the angel deck yesterday, the world was the last card that came out. So starting all over. Um, so the world, okay. Um, oh, first to go back to who was saying that they said that they found a snake. Um, Um, so snakes are they're like a higher level of protection, right? They are known as nagas, right? At least here, the snakes are similar to dragons. They're both called the same thing, and they have the higher levels of senses. So when you see snakes, you have to understand or understand what's going on around you. What were you thinking? What was going on? It can mean a couple different things. It can mean that there could have been snakes around you. There could be a snake in the grass. There could be something like this, depending on what's going on. But also, it can mean that you're tapping into a higher sense, right? Because they have these sixth sense, seventh sense, they have these higher senses, which is why you see them um, around the top of deities and stuff. You'll see them as like crowning, like a whole bunch of them. And they're actually more tapped in. So if you're seeing them and there's not weird things happening, right? It can be a premonition to say, watch out, right? If you had someone random call you or show up or whatever, it can be that you need to tap into your sense. It can be that, you need to be aware because these people can be a little bit slippery. But if there's nothing else around and it's just you more on your own, then it's more of a you're tapping into your higher senses, right? And it's kind of asking you to awaken to tap into higher senses. So just to put that out is past, yeah, past. Um, so anyways, I don't really do zodiacs because sun sign is only one part of your zodiac. If you want to schedule a personal private reading, the information's in the information box below, or you can try the $5 reading raffle. Boom, boom, boom. You can try your luck. Once I get 25 people to participate in just donating $5 or €5, I'm giving away 7 25-minute sessions with me. So it's easy way to potentially you got a good chance at getting a session with me, okay? And that's whatever. If you want me to go into your sign, if you want me to go into your chart, if you want me to speak to past dead people, whatever, right? That's though it's a full 25-minute session with me. I'm giving away 7 of them because we got all the way up to 1,000 subscribers. By the way, thank you guys, right? It wouldn't be the same without you. I appreciate all your love and support. So now we're going to go here. Um, um, and if you're going to come on here and say rude things, you're going to go bye-bye. Okay. Um, no, I don't do what my Brazilian friend does, which is hook up with other people's partners in their private sessions. No. I do energy work. I am a high priestess. There's no one-on-one like that. Thank you very much. So anyways, so something has already ended or something is beginning, okay? Now, for some of you guys, this can be past life soulmate that can be returning, okay? That you may have already seen them this lifetime, or they may be re-entering, and you may have not seen them since a past lifetime, okay? This can also be, for me, seeing the next 2 cards that come with this can also be that you guys are ending something, right? that you're basically saying these family members, these friends, these people that you thought were close to you actually indeed weren't, right? Um, no, 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 no. That's just what my brother used to say to me. No, not at all. No, my father's side of the family is European. His mother definitely has Native American, but no, they're definitely more white. I am definitely the darkest person in my family, and I'm pretty white right now for myself. But yeah, no, no, but that's funny. No, my older brother's just a fucking asshole. He used to tell me all kinds of weird things, like if Hitler would have won, like I would be dead and he would be alive because all my brothers have uh, blonde hair and colored eyes, and just terrible things, right? Which is sometimes why we're like, you know what? No, actually, I'm done entertaining these old past energies of family, right? Game over. Game over. You can't pretend like you care about somebody when you don't care about somebody, right? When you're consistently attacking people. It doesn't matter if you're related by blood, right? And this is kind of my vibe, right? As far as I'm concerned, like, I, I'm not sure that I have family or friends, right? Which I know is just part of initiation into spiritual realms. But it's also where a lot of these deletes want people to be in this space of isolation. So if nobody's around and nobody cares, then they can end you, right? For some of you guys, what I'm really picking up on, though, very strongly, because we have the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords, is that these people, these family members, literally maybe tried to end your life, right? They tried to, yeah, because we're followed by this. Okay. So basically, they were collecting some type of inheritance, right? Or this can also be life insurance. Okay. These are people that you thought were close to you. This could have been like a partner, a lover, family members, like people that you're very close to. This is very, very, very close to you, right? And they were lying, they were sneaking, they were hiding, they actively made a decision, right? The two swords is about an being undecisive, not making the decision. But when the swords are down, the decision has been made, right? They actively made this decision to do something to hurt you, collective, right? They did. They did because they wanted you in despair. Maybe they wanted you to end yourself. Maybe they wanted you to be depressed. Maybe they wanted you to drink or to go into some type of substance abuse, something like this. They wanted you to really, really be heartbroken. Really, they wanted to end it for you, and they were going behind the scenes, sneaking around doing it while they were collecting or using or spending money, inheritance, property, something that was left from you. This is some type of inheritance. Now, this can also be a spiritual inheritance, but this is physical, right? This is the 10 of coins. This is your happy ending. This is your legacy, your family's legacy, right? And they literally, you may find out, you guys may actually be finding out what some of these people did, what they didn't want to come out, and just how far they went to hurt you. And that may be the final straw. You may be like, you know what, I'm still willing to accept some flowers or maybe an apology if you come out and tell me the truth, because many of you guys are very clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, right? You may already know that some of this shit was going on, right? You may already know what was left for you, but you just said, you know, whatever, I don't care. Like I'm gonna get what's mine regardless. It doesn't matter if it comes from that place or a different place, right? But I think when you guys actually find out just the levels of sneakiness that they actually went to try to end your life, to try to collect this money, to try to go against you, they were actually doing it. They made the decision. They made the decision 100%. They thought that they could one up you. They really thought that they could keep this from you. They made a very foolish decision, actively made a foolish decision, and they played you like a fool. And you know, it's interesting. Before I came on, I was like receiving this download about chess, right? Just like chess, the fool's mate. I don't know if you guys know about chess moves, right? There's a checkmate, but then there's the fool's mate. It's where you literally put them in check. You put them in a checkmate like so quick. And because they're so concerned about strategy that it's like you played the fool. You played the fool just to school them, right? This is the energy that you guys are in. You're just like, oh, da, 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 da. Yeah, I'm not aware. I didn't realize that you guys are all dressing up and pretending to be other people and pretending to with different accents. And you just think I'm so stupid that I don't know any different. Oh, you think I'm so dumb that I don't want to reset my phone. No, I know better. I know better because I had legal guidance that said let it run because that's how we track them all back. That's how we gain all the evidence, right? And while they thought that you were stupid because you may have played a fool before, you guys made some very strategic and it's like you got the fool's mate, which is like you put them in check so fast that their heads fucking spinning. They're like, wait a second. They're like over here on this whole fucking strategy and they missed it. They missed it. You fucking checked them. You fucking checked them. Game over. Do 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 do. This is crazy. Okay, so how did that affect me as an adult? I don't let sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Like actually, it made me be able to like just let everything kind of roll off. That's why when people come on here and try to talk shit or say rude things to me, like it really like I just laugh. Like I just laugh. I'll be like, bro, I give you like I give you a couple days with my family and guaranteed you will go crying. I give you a few hours max. Like if you can make it a few days without handing your own ass to yourself and fucking going away with your tail between your legs, go for it. Um, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me because for me, all I really, really connected with Rome is basically like I probably did have another a family because I never really felt connected. But like, isn't that just like standard? Like the curse breaker, the black sheep, the whatever, right? Isn't that just kind of standard? I don't know. For me, I don't really look like anybody else in my family at all. So these people are getting judgment. Okay. They made some pretty dumb decisions, some pretty foolish decisions that they thought that they could pull off. And this is regarding money. This can be, again, life insurance, inheritance. And the reason why I'm saying this is because this is the first thing that came out. Someone sneaking. They could be dealing with some type of insurance fraud. Yeah, they're under heavy judgment, okay? And I don't think, yeah, they're not going to be getting this wish fulfillment. This is like conservatorship, right? Power of attorney, right? Like people trying to take things literally and trying to be like, oh, well, they're foolish. They can't take care for themselves. We have to make all their decisions for them because they're not smart or they're handicapped or they're whatever, right? These people may have been saying that you're inept, that you're inept, right? I know a bunch of people have been saying that I'm all kinds of weird things, right? That's why I went to all the doctors and got all the stuff done, right? Like I don't have any mental disorders or personality disorders or any of that stuff. I'm not autistic. I have ADHD for sure, for sure. But none of those things, right? So it's like they're calling you like literally like inept, like handicap, like oh maybe you're autistic, maybe like they needed to these people have been claiming that they had to make choices for you, that they had to make choices for you. Yeah, that they were like some type of authority figure so they could hold on to this money. They've been claiming it. They've been literally this is the hierophant is like it's like higher level of knowledge, but also this is like jurisdiction, higher level of jurisdiction, right? So for many of them, they could have known somebody. They could have known somebody or been paying people. Yeah, been paying people, known people that were in some type of legal standing, right? Whether they are court, judge, something like this, and that's how they've been holding on to your money. But there's something about um, the time being up, right? Because they've been watching you, collective, and they actually see that actually you're not inept. As a matter of fact, you're very good with your money. As a matter of fact, everything that they said about you maybe not being sane or whatever, actually you're way more intelligent. Maybe you were in a household of bipolar, schizophrenic, psychopathic people, right? And now they're seeing like actually you're really good, collective. You know how to hold on to money, you know how to invest, you know how to let things, right, do the work and let things come to you. And because you've done that, right, you're about to reap the rewards. You're about to reap the rewards of your harvest. That's crazy. And all these people that stabbed all of these swords in your back, they're over here pretending to be the wounded warrior as if you're attacking them and all these other things. So here's the thing, you're not doing it. It's just uh, you get what you give, right? What's happening is maybe it's like they made false claims. They made false claims as if you're like a heretic or a what's the word? What's the word for it? A charlatan, something like this. That you were making false claims and that you are doing weird dark spell work, something weird shit like this. And now it's all coming back on all of them. And what they're seeing is actually none of these people are working. They see that all of these people were attacking you, collective, and you're over here like the wounded warrior, still moving forward, no matter what they fucking throw at you, no matter how many swords, no matter how many people that supposedly were taking care for you didn't do shit. And you're out here on your own as the own wounded warrior saying, well, look it, could have had something happen to your shoulder, to your leg, to your head, right? You're experiencing not just normal trauma. Like this is also physical trauma. This is people actually really attacking. Okay. Hey, Juan. Hey, Carter. Hey, Jones. The right to move on. Yes. Your husband tried to prepare a car accident for me because he wanted 40,000 euros for insurance. Yeah. To your children run away from exactly on a like, and that's the thing, right? They did the same thing to me, right? um I'm not doing signs. This is a collective channeling. You can relate to that. Yeah, it's a general reading. Yes, 100%. um so I'm just channeling the messages that are coming in today. Yeah, these people are um, they're freaking out. They're like in depression, right? The sun in reverse. They're like, they may be having nightmares. They may be haunted. They're like, fuck, I should have never done that. I should have never done that to collective. I shouldn't have done that. Fuck. They are devastated. They can't get out. They're stuck. There's a lot of this energy that's been coming through, right? It's like everything that they wanted to happen to you, right? They wanted you to be depressed. They wanted you to be maybe to hang yourself, maybe to off yourself, maybe to be stuck, right? They wanted your finances to be blocked, your happiness to be blocked. They wanted you to be miserable. They wanted you to look insane. They literally wanted this. And so this is what's coming back. This is what's coming back to them. And they're not feeling good because the thing is it's returning times 10. Yeah, they didn't want you. They were trying to block you from having your happy ending, from having maybe your partner, your love, whatever this is. They did not want you to be victorious. Okay, for some of you guys, like I picked up on this before, which is like, okay, anybody who thought that they should like approach my friends or my family instead of me directly, right? As far as making connections, marriage, love offer, anything like this, that was a bad fucking mistake, right? That's enough. That's enough for me to say, Dunzo. You're like, we're not moving forward, right? Because no, because anybody that knows me should know well enough, right? Um, that yeah, these people, you guys listen, that some of us decided to go on a new path. For some of you guys, you may be going on a new path. You may have just said, you know what, I choose a new path. You may have moved cities, town, country, state, right? You may be moving houses, right? They may have done this for you. And you may just say, you know what, it's over. I'm done with this. Yeah. You guys are like, listen, there's a whole world out there. There's a whole bigger world out here, right? And Jesus Christ was not a god, he was a man. And if you don't like to be here, then you can leave. Nobody asked you to be here, so fuck off. Anyways, you can check out my reading from yesterday. I talk all about all of the angel cards and all of that. So anyways, some of you guys, hello, flashlight. So some of you guys are ready. You're like, listen, I'm cool. I'm on a new journey. I'm on a new path. And there's a whole big wide world out there. For many of you guys, you may be receiving some type of offer. Okay. You may actually be receiving some type of offer. You may be receiving some type of job. You get to travel the world, right? And whatever was taken from you, maybe also like some type of family, right? You may be going, where was it? Oh, here. Yeah. Yeah, guys, 100%. You may be leaving some place, right, to go and create a new family, to go and create a new situation. This is a lot of what's happening, like the micro and the macro, right? On this higher collective level, it's like we're redefining like everything that we were taught. We're re-understanding that a lot of history, that a lot of our texts, that a lot of religion, that a lot of these things were all manipulated. They were fabricated. Even the way that our parents were taught, even the way that they taught us, right? Um, and this is something that I touched base on last night, right? Everybody should have the freedom of religion to find their connection, right? That's why my channel is called Divinity Within Thee. It's about everybody finding their own connection, right? Whether that's through religion or spirituality, it is what it is. But let me just reiterate because it came through very strongly last night and then again this morning. So let me reiterate to that. As much as people want the freedom or the right of religion or worship, they have to be able to, you must also let your children do the same, which means you do not force them. They're not forced to take on your religion because that's the religion they were born unto. That shit's got to stop. They need the ability to find and to search and to seek their own connection to the divine, right? This is huge. This is huge, right? This is a big thing in the world. It's like people are forced to to uh have to follow or be subjected, to specific religions. Like out here, I live in Indonesia, right? And it's like if you are one type of religion, then you have to marry in. Like people have to change to marry into that religion. They're not allowed to change. It's like, listen, that should not be something that is preventing people from connecting. Now, you should, as parents, if you're going to have children, say, okay, we don't want our children to be devil worshipers, right? Like there should be some baseline understandings that you guys have, like truths that you guys have that you can connect on. But to say one is evil and the other is not, that's just not how it works. It's like, most of what we were taught and most of what was programmed into us was already a program, right? It was set to be a program. So hey OGs, everybody send OG a big hug. OG says I need a hug, sending you lots of love and hugs. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I am very grounded. This is very Empress energy. So, what people should understand or understand is that everybody will have different ways that they learn, right? Even the Buddha said, like, that's why there's so many different religions because everybody will reach their connection to source or their own level of enlightenment. Not everybody will learn the same way. So to force something makes it even less desirable, which is why I think a lot of people maybe don't know about the religion or whatever that they come from and they're not interested because they were forced to have to do it, right? If you allow the capacity, right? If you show what the positives and negatives are and why you do it, not you have to do this because this is how it's always been and this is the way we do it because you have to. We're creating a new era. We're creating a new world, and in this new world, if you want freedom of religion, that means you have to allow people to explore other religions and be able to have their freedom of choice as well. That's just something that really wanted to come through last night and is now coming through again. Came through again this morning and is now coming through again. So, this is just, it's just important, right? It's just important. Okay, so what is this energy? Okay, so we have the lovers, we have the empress, and we have the ace of cups. Okay, collective. For many of you guys, because you are standing, because you're grounded in this energy, right? This Empress energy is this creation, right? We're creating this new thing. We're building something out of love. We're understanding that love is the basis moving forward, right? That the Empress, right? This is creation. This is the mother, right? This is gestation. This is conception, right? Now, for many of you guys, you may be getting into some type of relationship. You may already be in some type of loving partnership or relationship. You may be asked to become someone's partner, someone's wifey for lifey, or something like this, right? Someone may be coming and offering you this cup of love as the Empress, okay? And say, listen, I want to be with you. Yeah, someone that has a lot of passion. We have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. Okay, collective. Someone really feels like you are their equal, like you're their equal, like that you guys can really create something. I'm really sensing that this is like a high level of love, right? The fire, the wands is really about passion. It can be fire signs, it doesn't have to be. This is more like a soulmate connection or divine counterpart, right? Because they came out. And with the empress, you guys may have, you guys may be rebuilding what, reformulating what the idea of family, of love, of connection, marriage, whatever. But I do feel like, collective, that whoever this is, you guys are going to have this next level of not just spirituality, right? These are people that are very passionate about what they do. Like basically, you guys share some of the same passions, or you may have like a project, right? You guys may be birthing a project. Some of you guys may actually be getting pregnant. Or some of you guys, if you're already in relationships, may be getting pregnant or maybe having children. This can be something that you're birthing, but it doesn't have to be physical children. It can also be a concept or an idea, right? Um, 210. Oh, that's cool. It was 7-Eleven here. So it can be different concepts that you're doing this. Jesus was a human, not a god. He was a prophet. Yes, just like Moses was. Yes. Anna, you should check out the reading that I did last night with the angel decks. I was talking to my friends. I met new friends last week because I spent the week with my kitty in town. And they were, I was talking to them all about like the Muslim culture. And they say, they thought that it was very weird that Western religion makes Yeshua out to be a god, like the Messiah. They're like, he was a prophet. He was a man. He was a prophet. He can't be a god because he was incarnate in human form, right? So they understand that he was a prophet, and they were like, oh, okay, wow, okay. So, I don't know, because due to religion, I'm not really sure if they really got on board, but the gist of what they were picking up is like, okay, you're kind of like a prophetess, you know, like, okay, because you're following divine guidance and you're delivering the messages and you're being provided for from a higher divine source. So they're like, wow, okay, all right, you know, respect. Um, so yeah, whoever this is, you guys, this person, you give them strength. You give them strength, you know, or courage or something like this. It's like you make them and you make them a better person. You maybe also calm the beast. Okay. There could be also be something like they may have been working up the courage or the strength to be able to approach you because divine feminine, you're probably in this high priestess, this empress mode. Okay. They may be also very into what do you call it? Um, like esoterics, spirituality, something like this, right? Um, they may realize where they thought maybe before, and picking up on this, they thought before that maybe they had more skills. They actually understand that your strength or your spiritual power or your spiritual gifts far outweigh theirs, right? And they're beginning to see this, or um, it's hard for them. It's like, what am I picking up on? It's like they want to come in and bring you this cup, right? They want to come in and bring you this cup of love, but maybe your intuition keeps picking up on things, right? That's kind of what this is, this high priestess energy. Your intuition keeps picking up that something's coming or that something, you know, maybe you're sensing some type of, you're sensing something. And because they're not really being forthright, right? You're just kind of like, maybe your guides are moving you. Maybe they're keeping you protected. Maybe they realize that that your spiritual protection is unmatched. Yeah, that your spiritual protection is unmatched. But they're working hard. They want to like alchemize this energy, right? They feel like they have very strong connection, or that you guys have some type of alchemy between you guys, right? Or that you have the ability to really create something together. So what is this? They want to protect you. Maybe they've been protecting you. Maybe they've been protecting you. Maybe that's what you've been picking up on, collective, is that when you feel this person coming in, maybe there's other people. Yeah, there's other people trying to cause fights or trying to cause attacks or something like this. And because the person is literally attempting to defend you or protect you, or this is like defending you, right? Um, you're feeling this energy, but maybe you're not, you don't have this full clarity that whether they are attempting to fight you or whether they're attempting to protect you, right? Whether they're being defensive or wanting to defend. This is kind of what I'm picking up on. You're having there's something going on. Let me see. What is this? What is this 7 and this 5? Okay. For some of them, what they didn't actually realize is something that you may have told them. Okay. You may have told them, listen, these people, whatever, they're not your friends. Where you think that they're trying to help you to make this happen, they're actually not. They're actually not. They don't want you to do this. They don't want whoever this is, right? They don't want this masculine to offer this. They don't want this. Um they don't want this masculine to make this commitment. They want to hold on. So it's like some of these people, okay, this is what's going on. Some of these people that were connected to masculine, right, would like to hold on. Maybe they took money, maybe they took payout from other family members, from somebody else, to cause fights, to cause problems, right? To keep collective, to keep divine feminine on the defensive, right? And yeah, so this physical offer, so they can't physically make it to you, so they can't physically offer you this, commitment. They don't want this commitment to go through. Many of these people could actually be doing some type of spell work or some type of magic, something like this. They were trying to do it. They were trying to cause some type of fight. For many of you guys, um, they actually put other people in between you and the divine feminine's connection, right? Which made them feel like um, they wanted to create this heartbreak, but instead, collective, you were like, fuck this, deuces. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys were literally like, nah, I can't go for that. Like either somebody's committed and they're making the offer or they're not. Like I'm not going to be heartbroken over it. Like I'm just going to, some will, some won't. So what next? Right? They thought that you would hold on, that they could keep getting you to fight. They thought that they could keep giving you breadcrumbs and that they could keep defending their shitty behavior, their shitty actions, right? Of not actually offering you this love and trying to hurt your heart. And instead, you guys were like, you guys went cold, collective. You guys went cold. You're like, listen, I'm committed to this other thing. You know what I'm saying? Some will, some won't. So what next? And you guys are like, cool, I'm about to get offered something else. You know, if this didn't work out, like, I ain't here to fight you. Like, y'all can go fight yourselves. And where they thought that they were winning, they thought that maybe it's like what worked before, like to cause you like this reactive abuse, right? This is basically what I'm picking up on, right? They wanted to cause some type of reactive abuse where they're like, ha ha ha, we're winning because you're fighting us and whatever this bullshit is, right? And you're just like, instead, you guys are like, you guys just walked away. You're just like, fucking deuces, you threw your swords in. You're just like, I ain't fighting. Like, fighting for what? Fighting for what? Like, you know what I like? That's literally the energy, like what the guys are saying. Like, it's like, boom, 52 card pickup or whatever. You know, you're just like, I'm out. I'm out. Like, I'm not doing this. 0%. We're doing this, right? This is the total energy. You guys are like, and now they're standing there with their fucking dick in their hand or whatever, right? And they got these two swords because they thought that you would want to fight for him. They thought whatever. And it's like, you should have thought about that before you made the decision to talk shit, to get all these people to go against collective is basically what this is. They created some type of smear campaign. Yeah. They were acting as if you were fucking cold, you didn't care, collective, that you were starting fights, that you were this terrible person when they were trying to defend you and you were heartless. All you cared about was money, but actually, this was a big projection. This was a huge projection. And they thought, listen, look at this look on this dude's face. This smug ass look on his face. This was a projection. This was 100% a projection that they put on you. And you guys are like, nah, like, you can think whatever you want, like, but you guys are trying to clock in past versions. And you guys are just like, the past is history, the future is a mystery. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. So unless you got a present or a gift for me, the fuck out of my face. And this is the total energy, right? This is the total energy. Yeah, it was a way to institute the spirit. Well, it's a way, a middleman, basically. Like the reading that I did last night was just talking about how there is no middleman between you and the divine, whether you call it Jah, Allah, God, goddess, divine, universe, source, creator, spirit, whatever. It doesn't matter, right? There's no middleman. But the reason why religions and things were created was for guidance, you know? It's for the people that need rules, that don't have any self-control. When I talked to these guys, they were tripping out because they're like, wait a second, so you don't drink, you don't eat meat, you practice celibacy, you don't wait, what? Like, wait, what? And they're like, well, it takes a lot to be able to become a prophet, to be able to do that. And I was like, oh yeah. And they're like, well, you have to be, I was like this, and they're like, Holy shit. And I'm just like, yeah, yeah, 100, bro. Like, I get it. I get it. I get the downloads. I get the messages, right? I know what brings me happiness, right? It's not by entertaining these people that abandon me. And again, they can be people that you thought were close to you, people that you thought were family. This can be mother figure also. Also, this can be people that were claiming to have your child. Okay? Doesn't matter. These people were the people that were cold. They had no love. They maybe never did. And justice is coming back. And all of these secrets, all of the confusion, all of the lies, all of the secrets that they were doing basically through the justice system, all the confusion they were trying to cause, and all the other, it's like, for instance, okay, for instance, let's say, let me just say something because they want me to share this. The opinion about the burning bush. You encountered a burning bush, but it didn't say anything. You just felt secure and protected. You know, again, light, right? Light is divine. God is love. Whether it's God, Goddess, Jah, Allah, it doesn't matter. Like source, creator, universe is love. It's love. It's not war. It's not anger. It's not hate. But just like people say, karma is a bitch. No, karma is just a reflection. It's just whatever energy you put out coming back. So just understand that. Sometimes we're dealing with karma that came from past lives, and yeah, like stay in that feeling of light, stay in that warm feeling of protection. That's really what it is. Don't let anybody else tell you anything. Hey, Bruce, you got this in your read the other day. I don't know what that is. Welcome. So let's say, for instance, let's say someone is like, oh, wow, I really want to be with this person. So they try to do the right thing, right? This is coming up for a second time. So this has got to resonate with somebody. And they say, okay, I'm gonna talk to their family, I'm gonna talk to their friends, and I'm gonna plan all of this stuff. But the problem is you didn't talk to the person who you wanted to do something for. This was coming up earlier too when I was doing my journaling. Basically, like let's say someone's like, "Oh, well, I did all of this stuff for you." And it's like, "You did all of that stuff for me, or you did all that stuff for ego so you could prove that you did all of that stuff for me?" Because if you would have asked me what I needed you to do, right? It wouldn't have been that. Like nobody bothered to check in with me. This is the collective energy, not just mine as the micro and the macro, but this is the energy that I was really strongly picking up on, which is like, how can you talk to everybody? How can you discuss someone's future, someone's life, someone's what someone else wants with everybody but the person? That makes no fucking sense. What fucking grade are you in? What planet are you fucking from? Because how do you know if those people are good? Like people will tell you whatever they want, especially if there's money involved. 100%. That's what people do. The people love to create bullshit. That's why I'm just like, I can count on one hand how many people I might actually consider a friend because they actually communicate, right? And here's how I'm going to go. By the time we hit August, if any of my friends or whoever that says they're my friends haven't physically fucking called me on the phone, the only thing you've gained is, I don't know, whatever you got paid to be part of the manipulation. But I'll tell you what you lost. Deuces. Access to me. Access to being able to be my friend. Because as far as I'm concerned, family, friends, people, they check in. When someone asks for help, when someone says, I need someone to talk to, when someone says this shit, you check in with that motherfucking person. And anybody that took a payment and anybody that's playing this fucking bullshit game or ghost shit or whatever at the expense of someone else's safety, protection, security, mental health, physical, emotional, spiritual well-being, go fuck yourselves. Seriously, like, as far as I'm concerned, everybody is dead to me. But I talk to spirits, so they don't lie. Real people lie. They lie like fucking rugs to be wipe your fucking feet on. Wipe that wipe your feet fucking clean of that shit. Deuces. Right? If you don't check on people and you think they're not okay, but everybody's fucking running their goddamn mouths saying, oh, well, they must be this and they must be that. If y'all can fucking repeat and copy and spread rumors, but you can't actually fucking check in, stick it up your ass. Straight up. Because you have lost access. You are no longer available. I'm no longer available. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If you got paid, then that's what you gained. Whatever they paid you to keep your fucking mouth shut, that's what you fucking gained by losing some, like a real one. And this is the energy. Collective's like, fuck you, fuck this, fuck them. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I ain't met nobody cool in the last fucking year. I'm fucking out. That's right. Where you at, Grayscale? I'll drink hot tea with you. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, easy, like, not even? Like, what? I'm saying I need to speak to a real human to know, because all of my shit is hacked. All of this stuff. I need to know. Like, just to be real, like, I can tell you in the last year how many people have called me on a phone. And that's less than 3 fucking people. So anybody that wants to be any part of my life, if you can't pick up and call me on the fucking phone, your service has expired. Our friendship, whatever. You may know me, okay, that's cool. But done. You're done. We're like, you're just somebody that I used to know. You can come and sit in front of me and stare at me and stalk me, but you can't fucking talk to me? Go fuck yourself. Walk your ass back in the direction which you fucking came. Because I ain't going to be like, oh my God, it's you? Bitch, you came to the other side of the world. I live on an island in a whole nother fucking country, and you came over here to fucking, to hack, to stalk, to watch, to creep, but you can't say motherfucking nothing? Go fuck yourselves. And that's how I feel about my family. When I saw, oh, you none of y'all can come over here to visit me, but y'all can come over here to put spell work on me, to fucking spend my money and act like you're a big spender when you're spending money that fucking belongs to me, that was left to me, pretending like you're doing me a favor when all these other Tom, Dick, and Harrys are out here being buddies with you. If you're buddies with my family, if you're connected to them in any way, you're fucking done. If you've been working with them, you're fucking done. You're fucking cut. I don't give a fuck. Because you ran that shit by everybody else but me. Do you fucking understand? Did I fucking stutter? I'm pretty sure that that's clear. Nice for a PSA, public service announcement. So whoever's tuned in that needed to hear that, there you go. Let me take a drink. Let me have a drink of my lovely tangerine juice, because you guys are giving me a fucking migraine right now. You can check into every person that I know. Get everybody to do, oh, but everybody was doing something for you. Nobody did a goddamn thing for me. Nobody checked in on me. Nobody sent me $1 or a cent since I got ran over by a truck and left on the side of the fucking goddamn road for dead. No, I can count on one hand who fucking contributed to me being able to go to the doctor and to be able to eat something. So, no, as far as I'm concerned, no, there ain't nobody. Like, motherfuckers gotta earn their space. Show up or get the fuck on. And if you too is afraid to talk to somebody, but you can sit there and stare at them, you can wear a fucking disguise, you can fucking stalk them around, you can follow them, but you can't drop off a letter. You can't send some fucking flowers. You can't call from somebody else's motherfucking phone. Fuck you, you fucking fucks. What the fuck is wrong with people? Enough with the sneaky dumb shit. Dumbass motherfucking fools. You guys think I'm fucking a fool? No. You're a fool because you lost access. Access denied. Bluetooth, no more connect. Bluetooth, no more connect. I just had enough of dumb fucking people. Exactly. Exactly. No gray area. That exactly. Access to Rome. Exactly. If you are my friend, then call to fucking check in on me because you know that I can't make calls out. You know that my shit's hacked, that I'm fucked. Right? Say, hey, if you're in the same country, if you're in the same continent, like, bro, I want to make sure like everybody can run their mouth saying that I'm not mentally stable, but nobody can actually give me a goddamn call. That's crazy. You want to talk about who's fucking crazy? That shit's fucking insane. That shit is literally insane. Talk about batshit crazy. That's some other shit. And yes, no gray area. Either you're on, I gave everybody the option over a year ago. Choose a fucking side. And I never, ever in my life have I ever made people have to choose. This is the first and only time I said, listen, the guides, the ancestors, everybody is being fucking serious. Choose whose fucking team you're on. And for all the people that were sitting over here trying to play both sides, sneaky, while they're collecting money, while they're lying to me behind my back, thinking I'm fucking dumb, playing me like I'm a fucking fool, when I'm one of the most high-level fucking psychics that there is, that multiple governments, multiple people want to pay me to be on board. Don't fucking play me like I'm a fucking fool. You're a fucking fool, dumbass motherfuckers. Only thing you can take from me is fucking notes as you watch my ass fucking walk away, but you probably ain't even gonna see me walk away because just like you sneaky, you're gonna see the same shit. Miss me, you'll miss me when I'm gone. And there is there's no gray area, bro. Like either you're part of the team or you're against. Either you're working with the devils or you're with the Legion of Angels. Either you're backing me up or you're with the fucking demonic fucks. The way that I see it at this point is anybody who is avoiding, who is being avoidant, who is ghosting, who is not answering, who is not calling, who's not doing any of these things, like you took a payout. So you're done. You're dead to me. You took a payout to do that. I don't give a fuck who from. You took something, you received something, you took some type of agreement, and that's what you decided. We're no longer friends. We're no longer family. The end. Friend. End is the only part of the word that I heard. End. Because ain't nobody send me nothing. Ain't nobody fucking support. You're loving every vibrational express. Peace, love, tranquility. God is here. Sending you good vibes. Yes. Thank you for all the fishes. That's right. We got to say it. Bro, I am the only one that has paid to support myself and including my previous person that I live with to support him. And everybody want to treat me like I'm a fucking piece of shit, bitch. I helped that fool get a laptop, get Gucci glasses, get fucking therapy, go to festival, do all kinds of shit. And what the fuck did I get? All of my shit stolen, my intellectual property. I got poisoned. I got drugged. I got attacked. I got fucking raped. I got, I don't know, all my shit stolen. And then I got put out on the street as if I was a fucking unworthy whatever. And then I got a whole fucking smear campaign from my entire community acting like I was fucking crazy. How about that? When I paid my whole rent for a fucking year and this bitch ass motherfucker spent it fucking men and other women and doing drugs. And then y'all want to tell me when I'm sober doing all of my due diligence for nearly 3 fucking years, nobody can tell me shit. Go fucking suck that dick that went in the poop hole and get the fuck out of my face. Because honestly, while you guys are all throwing your parties and making your art and using all of my connections and my friends and my family, and you guys are all going around the island having a nice fucking time while you're poisoning me, trying to get me to unalive myself, go fuck yourself. I don't have space. Game over. You're done. Decision made, because I don't see anybody apologizing. I don't see anybody doing shit. Not a goddamn person defended me. Not a goddamn person protected me. Not a goddamn person did shit but attack. To try to make me what? Be so scared that I went running back to them, that I begged them for help. Fucking suck it, bro. On to the next. There's a whole wide world out there. I ain't nobody's bitch, never have been, never will be. And nobody ever fucking took care of me in my whole life besides myself. So your Bluetooth is always collecting. The speech, fuck, you know? Yeah, sorry, Anna, but I'm just like, whoever tuned in to the channel, like, I pick up on the energy of people that are tuned in. So this must be people that fuck me over that must have been tuned in here at the same time, because otherwise it wouldn't be a fuckity fuck you. You fucking fucks. Because that's really what it breaks down to. You're going to say, oh, well, we did this. Nobody did anything for me. Nobody fed me. Nobody gave me security. Nobody gave me safety. Nobody provided me with a place to stay. No, nobody did shit. I asked everybody. I literally contacted hundreds of people, was like, please, I just need $5. I just need $25 so I can get a place to stay, so my cat and I can have some food. Like, I was getting water from the tap in a third world country to fucking drink, so I didn't die of dehydration. Bro. No. No. Ain't no fucking love. Ain't no fucking love. And I don't know if there's any amount of apology when I literally, I hit up the art community. I hit up everybody. Everybody. And everybody just fucking blocked me. So whether these cocksuckers block me or not, it doesn't matter. People could have come to check on me. Did you check on me? Did you notice me? No. So you want me to go and run and find you and notice you? You want me to be like, oh my God, what'd you do for me? Because you did nothing. I don't give a fuck what you were doing. You were not doing shit for me. Your ego can say, oh, well, I was building you this art, or I was getting all your artist friends to make you something special. Suck a dick, bro. No, you weren't doing anything for me. You did nothing for me. That was all for you, for your ego, so you could say, I did. You did nothing. Ain't nobody else paid my fucking bills for me ever. Ain't nobody else ever fucking fed me. Nobody else ever fucking clothed me. Nothing. So don't act like anybody did anything, because they did nothing. So justice will be served. Here's your message for today, bitches. Let's see, what is the message? People are really like, you know, people are like, oh, but can you please don't press charges, and oh, but we did all it. No, you didn't. No, y'all were playing fucking games. There's no love. There was no love. Nobody to show up. And on top of that, the family. So it's like this. Imagine somebody shows up to your family And it's like, oh, I really love this person. I want to be with them. I want to ask them to marry me. I don't know how to do it because maybe I'm not good at this. And they say, oh, yeah, here, we're going to tell you everything to do. And what they did is they told them everything that would fuck it up. And instead, they listened to all these people. And then on top of that, these people are like, you know what we're going to do? We're actually going to insert other people in there. We're going to insert other situations and other people in there to really fuck it up so they can't have this. These people were so jealous. There's so much jealousy and so much envy about Collective being able to have this happy ending. This isn't just my story. That 100%, this isn't just my story. Someone's about to receive justice. Like it's like all the information, like there's messages that were found. There's messages that were found of all these people working together to attack Collective, to prevent this union from happening. Look, they found messages. There may have been a group chat, everybody working together to cause problems. Also, all these people that work together are now in a really big fight over this. I don't look like what I've been through, because the way that I feel about it, right, Rome, is like, this is literally fucking kindergarten. This is fucking child's play for me. Like, that's why when people are like, oh, well, you were wanted to, like, bro, I'm sorry. No, I have a divine mission. It doesn't matter. Like I love myself. It doesn't matter. But people have been literally trying to take my life. Like, I've had so many psychopaths, so many sociopaths, so many narcissists, Machiavelli, like my whole family is filled with them. So if people want to come on here and think that they can say something to insult me or attack me, fucking laughable, bro. Fucking kindergarten shit, bro. Like, like go back to your little fucking, go back to building your fucking sandcastles, because like, I am the ocean. You're not even a drop in a bucket. Psh, I will wash all of that shit off. I really don't care. Like, I had to fight for everything I ever had in my entire life. And even though every time I did all the work and I did all this shit, they would create another problem, pulling the rug out from under me every fucking time. Every time. And guess what? The truth is coming out. These evil fucking people, all the truth, all of the secrets, all of the lies, all of the sneaky bullshit that they did is coming out. They're all fighting. They're all fighting each other now. Good. Because guess what? Guess what Collective is not anymore? Your scapegoat. Collective is a goat, but the escape goat, not the scapegoat, the escape goat. Greatest of all time escape artist, formerly known as Not Your Fucking Sacrifice, bitches. So yeah, there is oh, I didn't change my nails. I take my nails off and then I started painting, but this nail polish is very sticky, so I couldn't, so I just did it. I just did the opposite. But I do need to get new nail color for sure. You're either with the Collective or you're with the devil energy. That's right, bro. Like, you don't, like, if somebody is suffering, if somebody's like blah 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 blah, like, you don't just be like, maybe you need to go to a psychiatric ward where they're trying to euthanize you. No, motherfuckers. Maybe you need to say, that's weird, because every time we've ever talked to Collective, we happen to know that they can see the future and that like they're super tapped in. So all of a sudden they're just like mentally inept. That's weird. That's right. Like, who's the friends, bro? Who's the friends? No more love in the world. Love it. No, there's love. There's love. There is love. But the problem is you're going to know the difference between what is love. Love is not confusing. Love does not have to, you don't have to guess if someone is backing you up. You don't have to guess if somebody loves you. You don't have to be like, oh, well, if I earn somebody's love, then they love me. No, no. Collective freely gives love. But if you've railroaded collective, if you smeared collective, if you've gone against and you worked with everybody that is attacking collective and acting like it's out of love, that's bullshit. Because again, go to the source. Go directly to the source. If you want to do something for somebody, then go and ask them, you know what? I would really love to do something nice for you. What type of things do you like? Like, if you want to make a surprise, just be like, here's fucking 10 options. Choose one. Or what are some type of things that you would like? Because talking to people that don't have any part in somebody's life, even though they're claiming that they do, is bullshit. Is literal bullshit. It's horse shit. I'm not causing war. I'm just speaking the truth. I am here to tell the truth. I'm here to tell the truth. And it is what the fuck it is. So if people want to give love, then give love to who deserves the love. Stop asking other people how to give love to somebody that they don't even have access to, that they've already been cut off from. I will build an entire fortress because I know who gives a fuck. I told you, I can count on one hand, the people that actually check in on me, the people that actually communicate with me, the people that actually offer me care and compassion, that offer me, here, you want to come to this country? Do you want this? Here, we can offer you this type of job. Are you safe? How are you feeling? Are you good? That takes no effort. It costs $0 fucking dollars to have a heart. So don't act when you fucking stabbed all these fucking swords, when you've stabbed all these swords and collectives back, like you fucking love or like you fucking care about shit, because you don't. You're too busy dealing with all the people stabbing all the swords in the back. Too busy doing whatever you thought was more important, whatever all these other people thought was more important, and living in this fucking confusion, in this illusion, instead of letting it be known. The decision should have been made. It shouldn't have been like, well, is this or isn't it? Is it or not? I'll tell you what. It's not that complicated, right? When I talk to a man or to a woman, to other people that have love, it's really simple. Like whoever joined the chat earlier that was like, I'm having a hard time, I need a hug. And I say, hey, can we collectively give a hug? I'm sending you a hug. It's just that fucking easy. Just that fucking easy. Use your goddamn words. You're not a child. Use your words. Write a letter. Send a letter. Get somebody else to use a goddamn phone to make a call. Literally. The only person creating the wall is the person that fucking built the wall, that keeps stacking bricks up instead of taking a goddamn step forward and taking their dick out of their fucking hand and their head out of someone else's ass and taking a step forward. Because I see no man, no emperor, nothing. And this is literally, we're collapsing this whole system, this whole patriarchal system where you need other men or other people to back you up. Now, fuck that shit. You need an audience. What you the whole world needed to see everything that you did for collective, and collective never saw it? Suck a dick, bro. You stole collective's intellectual property and you're sending it to all these other fucking bitches, and you're producing it and selling it and giving it away to other people who fucking betrayed collective? Suck a dick, bro. Because that's what you obviously like, because you're not into collective. Definitely not. Definitely not the emperor to the empress. You definitely not. It's real. You're right, Rome. It's real out here. It's like, bro, it it takes zero fucking dollars to say, I care for you, but I don't know how to express that. It takes zero fucking $0 to say, to have somebody, to have somebody else call a number and say, can you call this number and then let me talk? To say, I love you, but I don't know how to say it. To say, I want to see you. To say, I got something for you. I want to be with you. I want to take you somewhere. I don't know how to express it. I'm having a difficult time. No. Accountability and authenticity. And people that try to re-enter somebody's life without taking accountability for the bullshit that they did, without apologizing. And apologizing isn't, oh, well, I got you this thing, or I built you that thing, or I did. No, no, no. Use your fucking words. I'm really sorry. I fucked up. I was partying with all of your friends and all of your family while they were poisoning you, trying to get you to fucking kill yourself. And we were all laughing about it, having a good old time, watching you go fucking ape shit. Oh, we wanted to get you isolated. My flex was to make you alone, so the only person you would want or could run to is me. No, that is psychopathic, bro. That's not love. That's control. That's possession. That's manipulation. That is not love. Far fucking from it. That's some manosphere psychoticness. Justice and judgment. Enjoy the show. That's right. I'm just saying, like, I have so much love. But the thing is how many chances can you give before you realize that someone is just manipulating, before you realize it's a fucking pattern, before you realize someone's trying you? Bro, love is not that fucking hard. Love should not be that confusing. Love should not be that complicated. Love is not that complicated. Like, better to show up and be like, I don't know what to say because you make me lose my breath, because you make me nervous. I'm nervous when I'm around you. Would be better than fucking stalking. That's some demonic shit. Creeping, hacking, bro. What? No. You want to know something about somebody? Ask them directly. Don't ask every fucking buddy else, because nobody knows me. And nobody fucking knows me. And nobody's seen me in literally 6 fucking months. Nobody knows shit about me. Nobody knows who I am. And anybody who you may have talked to doesn't know shit. I don't have any fucking friends out here. I spent nearly 2 years taking care of my health, and the person that I live with that was fucking taking all of my money, all of my energy, and never fucking showed up for me. Just took and took and took and took and took. So no. For whoever's out there, whoever this is, you know what? May you have the strength to move forward. May you have the strength to stop feeling sorry for yourself. May you have the strength to get over whatever your heartache, your broken heart, or whatever that is. Because if you could have just been honest, instead of pretending to be somebody else, instead of playing some other goddamn character, instead of pretending to be some other shit. But no. And this is exactly what fucking happened. You know? You thought that the family was whatever. No, they were paying all these exes to come in and cause all of this reactive abuse. And then you're like, oh, well, you're reacting. Yeah. When you attack a motherfucker for long enough, eventually they're going to fucking clap back. And don't be surprised when they ain't applauding you. Don't be surprised when you don't get your wish fulfillment. Don't be surprised when the next thing you know, they're in another fucking country with somebody else. Don't be fucking surprised because you're so busy working on a goddamn surprise that you let the prize slip away. Choices. Choices. The only divine high priest, your story is your story is your life. It is your life with faith. Source will guide you into new powers. Yes. You're the divine high priest. Yes. Yes. And this is the reality, right? Yes, the group chats are exposed. Yes, people are having a hard time. Goated. That's right, bro. Like, we're not the scapegoats anymore. We are the escape goats, the greatest of all time escape artists. Because you know what? You guys made us have to be that way. If you would have provided safety, security, communication, love, but why would somebody run towards something where people were attacking, where people were smearing, where people were putting black magic? Bro, for me, I'm not ever going to go back to that place because the people that guy worked with, the carver and his fucking wife that came into my house that I tried to give a job to, that brought her friends in and put black magic to burn shit down, to destroy farmland, to cause diseases and rupture. You want me to run over there into that area? You're fucking high. Fuck no, I will not. Abso-fucking-lutely no. Because they took money. They knew what they were doing when they did that. They took money to attack. They connected them to people in the judicial system to change documents, to forge what is this? Death certificates, marriage certificates, life insurance, will, property. A lot. They paid people. What is this? Yeah. Fake marriage, fake death certificate. They may have even gotten married to somebody else and then they died. Or woo, that's really fucking heavy. Okay. They agreed with your family to get married to you. Oh, that we love. Oh, they're so in love. Then to off you. They were part of the death plot, even. And they even paid people to do all that document so they could collect. Jesus fucking Christ. Are you kidding me? This just keeps getting deeper and deeper, y'all. Like I said, this isn't just my story. This is other people's story. They abandon your ass. If you abandon somebody, if you left them in the cold on their darkest hour when they needed somebody and you were with everybody else and you abandon them and then you want to come back and act like offer some cup of love when you were only pretending to love them to get married, to off them, to collect some fucking money? Bro. And you want to sit over here defending that you're the wounded warrior because you went through all of this shit and now you're feeling abandoned? Bro, that is, what do you call it? Like backlash, bro. That's karma. That's return karma. So you, what do you call it? Trinity cannot say it better. 100%. It's like the karma's coming back, and the thing is you chose to defend the wrong people. You chose to defend the wrong people. You did not defend this love. You defended money. You defended somebody else. You protected somebody else. Some of these people, somebody may have also died. Someone also may be going to jail and dying in jail. Energy doesn't use words. It tells on itself. That's right. Energy doesn't lie. Life is over. You don't see what's going on inside the world now. You don't see what's going on. You don't see you. I see everything. I'm a seer, sweetie. That is my job, to see facts. And there's other people here that are also resonating as it being their story too. So it's not, this isn't just about me. It's energy. I'm picking up on the energy that steps into the chat, whether it's now or whether it's later. The energy that will come to receive this message is it's very intense. It's very intense. Because you know what? People can't just abandon people. You know, when people are like, oh, well, why didn't Zoe call me for my birthday this year? Why didn't she do this? Why? I don't know. Maybe because you were working with people and my spirit guides blocked you. Because the truth is the truth. Because they're out here protecting me. So whether it's some deletes or higher ups that blocked you or my spirit guides that blocked you, I don't really know. Whether it's people that you were working with that you thought were telling you the truth, that were selling you a fucking load of sunshine when they didn't want you to have the Empress. They didn't want you to have this connection. They didn't want you to achieve or conceive or to create something. They tried to unalive this Empress energy. And that is the truth. The truth hurts. First, it's going to piss you off. But guess what? It ain't going to hide for long because this is physical evidence. This is real physical evidence. This is real fucking truth. This is people that actually attacked some type of connection. Spreading fear and confusion won't work. You are the divine collective. That's right. The truth hurts. That's right. It's like, I'm not in fear. I say, okay, some will, some won't. So what next? If not this, then please something better. I am on my divine mission, right? I said this over a year ago. Listen, my divine mission is to birth future prophets of the world, whether that's with somebody, having children, or birthing them through the collective. It doesn't matter, right? That's even what who was it? Nietzsche, whatever, said, you know, that the Buddha said, right? That that there wouldn't be a next Buddha, that there wouldn't be a next prophet, that it would come through the collective consciousness. This is where we're at. The collective is like, listen, you can't be entertaining people that were actively smearing and hurting me while saying you're still my family, you're still my friend, when you were stealing from me. Time, sanity, spirituality, energy, intellectual property, personal belongings. Cannot. You cannot. You're either part of the solution or you're part of the problem. That's it. All right, divine priest, you're the emperor. Where are you located? Let's hang out because I'm looking for men that are really willing to stand into their truth, to understand that this era comes from keeping the feminine safe, supported, soft. If there was somebody out there doing their goddamn job, do you think I would be channeling this energy? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Abso-fucking-lutely not. That's right. No more emperor. No more nothing. No, no. The patriarchy is dead. The matriarchy will rise because men have proven over and over and over and over again that ego is more important than feminine feeling safe, than feminine feeling secure, than feminine being honored and worshiped. Constantly under attack. So until the attacks stop, women only amplify what we are given. So if you showed up to my feed and I'm angry, it's because you haven't given anything but bullshit. Because your ego is out of fucking control. So says the one who's screaming the world is over. Negative, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth, not the world. That's right. They will become one with the earth. That's it. You will go back to being food or soil. What same. Ashes to ashes. You will perish, you will burn, because divine beings will not. The truth is the light. Water will rise and seek to itself. If you don't have the capacity to meet feminine, to show up for feminine, then you're a boy anyways. Period. It doesn't matter. Everything you did was not for me, was not for feminine, was not for a collective. It was for your own ego. Because did you check on collective? Did you check on feminine? Did you make sure she was safe and secure? Did you make sure she had food, water, shelter, safety? No. Oh, you had it. You had it waiting for her if she came running to you, begging for it. Fuck no. Did you provide it and give it to her directly or not? Because if you didn't, then you didn't. The end. I don't give a fuck if you built a goddamn castle. You didn't send a goddamn fucking invite. You didn't show up. You didn't pick up. You didn't do shit. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't exist. Because in my reality, I'm the only one taking care of me. The same as always. So until I see something fucking different than someone stalking and playing goddamn fucking games like a fucking child, there is no men. Because feminine is safety, is security, is stability. Masculine is nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. No safety, no security, no food, no water. No. Just holding on to their own shit, making sure they're safe, making sure everyone they care about is protected. Now, something you guys need to know is what people do, where people give their attention, right? When they say pay attention, right? You know what? Why they say pay attention? Because time is money. Attention, energy is money. So what somebody is giving their attention to is what they're choosing is the most important. So if you pay attention to what everybody else says, but you haven't given any attention or any love or any energy actually physically directly to feminine or collective, you're doing it for your ego. That is what it is. The truth fucking hurts, but it is what it is. Blessed divinity within thee, the divine collective supports you. Thank you. Thank you, divine high priest. Can you imagine someone apologizing for trying to unalive you, to assassinate somebody is not able to apologize? It's such a level of haters that it's a choice to do evil. Apologies aren't possible. What's that song? Too late to apologize. Now imagine this. Imagine that you're over here, and this is a story that I wanted to tell you guys earlier because it was coming through. So imagine you go and you're working with these people's family, right? You're working with their family or their friends, and they're like, oh, yeah. And they're giving you money. They're like, oh, yeah, we're going to help you build a house. We're going to help you do all of these things. We're so fucking cool. when on the back end, they're paying other people to go in there to poison, to drug, to try to put them into a mental institution, to do everything they can to block this union from happening. See, you chose the wrong side. You chose to listen to communicate with everybody but the person that you should have been communicating with. And that is also a choice. So it's not feminine that destroyed anything. It's masculine's lack of having the goddamn balls to approach feminine. So, oh, there can be an apology and be like, oh, well, sorry, I was working with the people that were trying to kill you, but I didn't really know. Confirmation. They knew. They knew. Not only did they know, they were on board with it. Not only were they on board with it, they took a fucking payout for it. Not only they were trying to do humiliation rituals. They're like, oh, if we just do all this stuff and we make it look like we really care about the collective, and then we get them to jump off this fucking cliff, or we get them institutionalized. If we all go against them, there's no way. Because they had everybody telling them that collective was doing all this terrible stuff. But instead of going to the source and asking the source directly, they joined in. They may have even funded some of this fucking attacks or these smear campaigns. They were working hand in hand with the people that were doing it. So that's contractual. Whether you physically did it or not, if you're working with the people that were doing it, you're just as fucking guilty. And that is what it is. And it's like what Anna said. How can you really apologize for that? Well, letting more time go by sure as fuck doesn't solve things. That's for fucking sure. That's for absolute fucking sure. You don't have a friend, Grayscale. Yeah. You know what? I don't have a friend because I literally have asked all of my fucking friends, even people that pretended to be my friends, that, oh, I'm helping you. Oh, I'm taking care of your stuff, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I need you to call me. I need you to physically pick up the phone and physically call me so I can physically hear your voice. I need a video chat with you to know that it's not fucking AI. I need you to do it on a private application, not on Meta. And what do? Oh, they make a little fucking AI video on Meta to where I'm just like, okay, y'all part of this fucking third party bullshit. Because I got other opportunities and I'm not going to miss this opportunity from the divine. While y'all are sitting over here pouting because you're working with all these motherfucking third parties that are going against collective. They're partying it up, but using money that belong to collective. And now you're over here pouting like, oh, but, what? Y'all were working to attack collective to cash out. Cash me outside. How about that? How about that? Yeah, if anybody wants to be my friend, they can fucking call me. If somebody says that they're my friend, they can fucking pick up the goddamn phone and call me directly. Which hasn't happened. So, isn't happening. So, I'm just going to say, I don't have any fucking friends. I don't have any family. That's what they want, right? That's the whole point, right? You wanted me to be ostracized. You wanted me to be alone. You wanted me to, so I would have to be scared and need somebody. Bitch, I've been alone my entire fucking life. You know what? I need someone to actually fucking show up, put up, or shut up and get the fuck out. That's right. The cards don't lie. They cannot lie. Bars. You can drop bars. You want to know? Hold on. Where's my book? I want to drop you guys some bars. I wrote about this like a month or two ago. You're not written to do something in your shit life. I don't know what that means. Everybody's life isn't shit. It's a choice. And for every action, there's an equal, opposite, sometimes more powerful reaction. So no, when you make a choice that can affect somebody else, that's what it is, right? Like if I go out and I decide to stop my bike sideways in the middle of the street, like I'm probably going to get hit. I'm probably going to cause a big pile up and a big fucking accident, right? I'm going to be like, oh my God, what happened? I can't believe it. I can't believe that I got everybody else fucked up over one little choice that I made. Really? That's crazy. That's crazy. Because you should have asked Collective if anybody was their fucking friend. Because honestly, no. I ain't got no friends here. I ain't got no family. And like I said, to all the people that decided to play whatever games they decided to play instead of check on me, instead of come to see me, instead of calling me, instead of playing both sides of the fence while they're taking product, while they're taking drugs, while they're taking substances, while they're taking payouts, while they're getting all their shit fucking taken care of, while I'm begging for fucking food. Suck it, bro. Everyone can fucking suck a fat one. Because I ain't going to. That's for fucking sure. So whoever needed to hear this shit, apparently somebody needed to hear this shit. Anyways, take control of your life, Grayscale. The Divine Collective supports you. That's right, dude. You make your own choices. So if there's bad shit that's happening, understand it's a choice. It's a choice. Step the fuck up. Do something. Do something. Got to do the work. You can't just, Collectives out here doing the work, right? Everybody supports you. Everybody supports you. It's just if you're choosing to be surrounded by people that aren't supportive of you, or if they're pretending to support you, but they're not actually supportive in your shit, then that's also a choice. It's a fucking choice. For me, I'm on my divine mission. I did my divine mission. I have birthed future prophets of the world. So it doesn't matter. I am bridging the gap between divine masculine and divine feminine. We are moving into a matriarchal society. We are balancing out the scales. So if it's not an actual person with an actual person, it's the micro and the macro. I'm still doing my job. If divine masculine opted out because he chose a third party, or to listen to other stupid people, or to fuck other people, or to do whatever else, or to keep shitty people around him that are putting fucking spells and magic that don't provide safety or security or stability for feminine, then that was his choice. It's called free will. Just like feminine has free will to say, I don't want to do anything with anybody that doesn't show up for me. I'm done. I'm not playing guessing games. I'm not trying to read somebody's mind. I ain't fucking running around like on a motherfucking treasure hunt. I'm the goddamn treasure. I am the entire fucking treasure. The entire table, the entire spread, the entire room, the entire ambience. I got nothing to fucking prove to nobody because I already know my divinity. I already know my divine worth. I'm already on my path. So it's you, divine masculine, that doesn't want peace. It's you that is letting the world fall apart because your lack of courage, your lack of providing safety, your lack of fucking rescuing somebody when they were begging for fucking help because you're playing some fucking game, because you got every fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry out there harassing, attacking, trying to groom feminine, putting spells, putting magic, stealing my shit. What? Because that's all I see. All I see is fucking pussy. And I already got one. I don't need no more. I got a cat too. So I'm good. I'm good on that. All sorted on that. 100% above all, trying to steal my wealth with greed. Yeah, bro, like create your own thing. Everybody create your own thing. Like we all were given beautiful capacity to create something. If you want to create something together, if you want to co-create, then say, I want to co-create. Show up, say it. But if you can send some psycho ass stalkers, literally, that try to take my life, and they can fucking show up to be close enough to fucking spit on me, but you can't, pussy ass bitch. That's all I gotta say. Fraudulent marriage using identity theft in other countries. This is a global RICO Act. Yeah. So I was picking up, there's RICO Act, there's also HIPAA. So some people were trying to do like um falsifying medical documents. Falsifying medical documents. You're a celestial being, immortal, and awakening the masses. This is a great awakening. That's fucking right. 100%. It's right. Blessed Seer Oracle, we support you, beloved. We support you too. That's right. Nobody can tell anybody shit. It's all just information. How you choose to process it and what you choose to do with it is on you. Right? It's just information. It's just information. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the fucking messenger. They already tried. Like, I'll tell you what, many times ago, like, I realized when I was a fucking teenager that I wasn't getting out. I wasn't getting out until my mission is done. Bro, again, with the justice, I don't know how many times. You are helping more than you know. Yeah, we're all just here to share the messages, right? We're all just here to bring confirmation to each other. Portland, Oregon, just waiting for your return of investment. You will celebrate as a collective. Let's do this. That's what I'm saying. Like, how can we make, like, we're building something together. Many of us are creating something together, right? For me, I'm not going to sit here and cry over spilt milk. I'm not going to cry over something that never came about. I'm going to understand that there is divine justice at play. There may be actual justice at play. Some of you guys, yeah. Some of you guys may actually need to maybe testifying in court, okay, about something that was taken from you, some type of intellectual property, something you've been working on for quite a long time. And you're about to receive, again, you're about to receive the fruits of your labor for all these people trying to paint you in a certain type of way. Trying to take your love, trying to take your intellectual property. They're going nowhere fast. They're going nowhere fast. Yeah. Let's see. What is this justice? The last shall be first and the first shall be last. It's not about the ego. You are attacking. Nobody is not stuck in mom. America time is money. Do you need to see Masons? You don't work with nobody you guys don't believe. Listen, I'm just here sharing a message. It may not be directly to you. If you're taking it directly to you, then whatever, right? It may be to someone that tunes in later on. I don't really know. I would guess that there was some people in here that were trying to whatever, which is why it got me all fucking hyphy because, I don't, for me, love is an action. Love is not just a feeling. It's not just a word. Love is showing up to give somebody a hug when they need it. Love is the ability to pick up the phone and call. Love will find a way if it is meant to. If it's not love, then it's going to be blocked. But I'm sorry, in this day and age, there's way too many ways to be able to get through to somebody. And that's what I'm saying is like I've experienced no love. The only place I receive any love is here on my channel. The only place. The only place. Salam, hey. Hey Faye, good to see you. Sorry, we're going off. I don't have a car, I have a motorbike. I live in Indonesia. Bike is life. I have a bike that's 15 years old, and actually I was really excited because I finally took it to the mechanic and they fixed it all up. They took everything apart. And then today I was like driving, I was like, "Oh my God, I can actually drive like quick." And I was having such a nice time on, had a nice drive to the beach. That's why I got a little bit of a tan, right? Imagine this is just like an hour and a half, just like cruising around in the late afternoon. Like imagine if I actually was in the sun every day, you guys would see how nice and brown I actually get. Um, but the timing on now I have to take my bike to some other mechanic because they redid everything and they reset the timing, which okay is fine, but I should have driven it around. I should have driven it around the town for like a day or two before um and then brought it back because I don't know if you guys know anything about engines, but yeah, the timing. So now when it goes to a very low idle, it just shuts off, and it's even hard to get it started because the idle is very low. I know he was setting it because it was over idling, but it's just a timing thing. And so I'm just like, "Ah, damn it," because I really wanted to go. I really wanted to go on a nice adventure today, but whatever. I went on a mini adventure to the beach, and but yeah, the bike is shutting off, so I have to have the timing reset. God, if that's not a thing. So something else, you guys, when I was talking about in the beginning of the feed about how sometimes we're seeing like animals, or insects, or just little things that are coming up, right? Like today I was seeing these beautiful, huge butterflies, right? I mean, they're like literally like almost the size of my hands, right? Like the wings, and they're like these big, like chocolate colored like black ones. Some of them have like this blue, purple, like indigo color on the wings. But also things that are happening with our vehicles or like within our like operating system. So let's say, for instance, I have a timing issue with my bike, right? This this can signify that there is something that is something having to do with timing that is also off in the physical life and the physical realm, right? And so this is a thing, right? So let's say you have a like a power, like a, let's say the battery, right? Let's say the light goes out, right? Lights are on but nobody's home, there is relation, right? Like if the power, if your battery, something like this, then there could be a type of a power struggle that's happening. Or there could be for instance, if you're having a problem with your starter, you could be having problems like getting starting a project, getting a project started, something like this, right? So there's things that happen within your mechanical things or within your home, So let's say that you have a problem with your door, right? Or your key, right? It's like, well, now that there's like open access, now you need to figure out how to do that, right? There's a safety or a protection problem, right? So a lot of these things are very um, the micro and the macro, right? What is on the external is also happening, is a physical manifestation of an internal situation. So just something to think about. That's good. What are you saying? You don't have a car. That's good. That's good that I don't have a car. You are everything you need. Game of Thrones. whether that movie. I haven't ever seen Game of Thrones. I've maybe seen like 2 episodes. I don't actually watch. Um, um, you have 3 cars. That's awesome. I used to have like 3 or 4 boats. Okay, someone wants to actually someone actually wants to heal some type of union, some type of connection, some type of something, right? Someone may actually want to come in and get married. Again, collective, you may have somebody that's going to approach and ask for your hand in marriage, right? This is justice. This is union. This is healing. So someone that has, um, someone that has healed something that has happened for them, right? Um, maybe there was another marriage. Maybe what's going on is maybe someone could have gotten divorced as well. Or maybe they just finally healed from some other type of connection, some other type of relationship, some other type of union or connection. Maybe there was some type of partnership. Maybe something ended, right, with the judgment. Um, and they may have needed time to heal. What is this? This is Justice and the Four of Wands. Someone is ready to make a leap of faith because you are their wish fulfillment. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is love. This is not confusing. This is love. Okay. This is somebody that's like, listen, you are my everything. You are my wish. You are my dream, right? I will make a leap of faith. If I have to come and find you, if I, whatever this is, if you, if you're going to be upset or if you're going to be judgmental because other people have hurt you, like I want to help you heal that. This person is not going to judge you. This person is going to help you heal. You guys have a new person coming in. I mean, maybe they're not a fully new person. Yeah, look at the lovers. This is also Gemini energy. Maybe they're not a fully new person, but they're approaching as a new person. This is going to be your wish fulfillment. They're going to come in and say that you are their wish fulfillment. This person is going to be able to give. This is about giving and receiving, right? See how the scale is balanced here? See how the scale is balanced here? It's like for many of you guys, collective, okay? For many of us, we have maybe consistently been the givers. If we're more the empathic people, things like this, right? We're always supporting, we're always loving, we're always what everybody else needs us to be, right? You may have finally healed this. May have finally just put your foot down, collective, and said, listen, I'm calling it like I sees it, right? I'm calling it like I sees it. I'm calling judgment on the people that aren't part of the healing journey, that aren't part of the team, that aren't about this union, that are judging this union, that are trying to prevent this union, that have caused any type of problems, legalities, anything to prevent this union. This is going to be an equal give and take. Actually, this masculine wants to come in and give you whatever you want. They're not gonna hold anything back from you. They're not gonna hold any. This isn't going to be transactional. This love is non-transactional. This is going to be a real offering of love. This is someone that really has a lot of love. This is someone that has been hiding for quite some time. In this hermit mode, the hermit energy. Yeah, they're ready to start fresh with you. They're ready to start fresh. They may also want to yeah. So they may want to take you somewhere. Okay. this offering of love may be that they want to go take you somewhere in the world and where it's just the two of you guys, because they want to keep you protected. They're going to offer you maybe some type of trip, some type of something. They want to spend some time alone with you. This is the actual emperor. Enter the emperor. This is someone that wants to build, that wants to create with you. Yeah. There's not going to be confusion. There's not going to be confusion. There's not going to be stress. This isn't going to be a thing. It's going to be very clear. Look, you guys. Yeah. No more lies, no more secrets, no more confusion. This is going to be complete transparency. And look, here is the Empress to the Emperor. This is a divine union. Whatever and whoever was coming through before, lying, hiding, causing secrets, working with other people, causing confusion, illusion, all this other stuff, that's not who it is. This is divine union. The Empress, the Emperor, the Two of Cups. Okay, they want to keep you to themselves. They want to defend you. They want to start over. They want to end whatever past cycle of you needing to be defended. You're not going to have to feel like worried anymore, feminine. They will protect you. It's not even going to be an issue. They will give you whatever you want. They will not withhold anything from you. They will let you know you are their wish fulfillment. You literally. They're going to want to come in and wife you, life you, whatever. They don't care. See, this is love. This is an actual divine connection. They do not care because they are healed and they know that healing together, that this union is going to complete everything, and they don't care about anybody, what anybody else says, what anybody else is saying. They don't care. There is no external judgment. This is a divine connection. It's like they don't give a fuck. Whoever this other person was, they were so worried about what everybody else was saying. Yeah. They were in this Page of Wands energy. Oh, well, this and that. You're not going to be victorious. There was somebody else, blah, 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 blah. All this dumb shit. Okay. This is Page energy. There was somebody else. Okay. So there was multiple people. This other person was trying to prevent your ships from coming in, and they were going to basically create this heartache. It's like false. What do you call it? Fake love, but like, what is this? It's like, someone was gonna try to come in and hook up with you, right? This is Page of Wands energy. This is someone that's like, oh, I'm so passionate. I want to get you all whatever, get you all worked up, because they wanted to maybe give you something, some type of like STD, some type of weird. They want to throw you off your course because they don't want you to have this victory. Okay. This was the other person. This was whoever I was picking up on before. These were these other people. They were basically trying to do, what do you call it? It's like they were ops. They were working with ops. They were working with people to try to go against you, to try to like some type of humiliation ritual. Like they would be like, oh, I love you and blah, 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 blah. And they were hoping that you would come running to them and be like, oh, all about them. And they would block you from your victory. They block you from your real love. They block you from your ships coming in. They would make this other person maybe connect with somebody else. Maybe they already did. Maybe they convinced somebody else to go marry somebody else or to be with somebody else. Maybe they said that you were dead or you were already with somebody else. Yeah. They tried to unalive you, or they tried to say blah 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 because you were insane, that they had to unalive you and that you guys would all be able to collect this insurance money, and all they had to do was just give it to you a little. Um, and then they were going to basically set up this whole humiliation ritual to make collective lose it, to make they wanted to keep you they wanted to make you unalive yourself, collective. This was a very strategic thing, but it didn't work out. It didn't work out. But they all got paid, probably from your family, probably out of your own money, probably out of your own inheritance. They took payouts. So anybody that took payouts, again, anybody that took payouts, that anybody that fucked these people, that fucked my friends, that fucked my family, that fucked the person who's trying to be with any of that, you're done. You're not on my team. And listen, you can't hide that from me. You can't hide that from a divine being. They're cool with being with themselves. It doesn't matter. They will build plenty of other things. It doesn't matter. They don't wish to keep working with people that were working with other people. That's not their wish. Collective already will receive their divine inheritance. It doesn't matter whether it's physical or spiritual. See, the thing that people forget is while they're over here playing polywaddle, wanna doodle, dingly dangling, running the life of polyamory, in and out, fucking burger shit. Um, you know, they're like, but collective abandoned me and I don't know why. You don't know why? Well, collective knows why. They fucking seen that shit. Who abandoned who? Who abandoned who? Who abandoned who? This has been a long time coming because these people have been working with the fucking devil. Can be Capricorn energy, doesn't have to be. A motorbike and a bicycle, you don't travel yet, but you have a little bit in your life. You have cars, bicycles, motorbikes. God bless. Who you? Only your mom. Well, good luck with that. How old are you that you need your mom to protect you? That's funny. How come collective can lose? Collective have everything, have a wife, have 2 kids. How can he lose everything? Well, either they're not meant for you or you're not collective. That's kind of what it is. Here's the thing, choices. See, just like, let's say you work really hard and you get $100, right? And you can take that $100 and you can go buy gifts for your family or, whatever, right? Or you can go spend it on a fucking whore. Like, that's a choice. That's a choice that you choose to make. So for every action, there's an equal or opposite reaction, sometimes more powerful reaction. Now, sometimes there is choices and things that come far beyond this lifetime. So if you didn't follow your divine guidance, if you didn't follow your divine soul mission in this lifetime and you're off of track, then you can have things taken away from you because they're not in alignment with you. Also, if other people choose, for instance, right? This is why I consider anybody that won't call or whatever, that they're working with the ops, right? They're working with the ops. They took a payout. Because why? If I'm like, I really need you to call me, please. Why, like, I'm sorry, after 6 months, like, there can't be that many fucking excuses. It's a choice. Someone is actively choosing to not. That's a choice. So they're showing what is important to them by what they're choosing and not choosing to give or focus attention to. Now, depending on the circumstance, right? What are the people doing? What are they doing? So you have to understand that sometimes there's redirection that has to happen. Sometimes you're not losing something. Sometimes it was never yours to actually begin with. That's a thing. It can very well be a thing. Sometimes you can't interfere with somebody's path because that's part of karma. So let's say at some point in your life before, you did somebody else wrong, right? Let's say you cheated with somebody else and then they ended up losing their kids or their family or something ended up happening. Now it's coming back. It can also be that happened with the partner or whoever else, right? It can also be, right, that it's a redirection. Here's the thing. Are you really losing everything? Or is it the universe giving you an opportunity to start something new? That's the real reality. What do you choose to do with it? Are you saying what is important to you? What are you fighting for? Are you fighting for the partner because you want it because you don't want to be lonely? Or are you fighting for your kids? What is important? How did it happen? Things like that don't just happen from nothing. That to lose something like that can be something more profound. Now, let's say there's something bad that happens, like there's an accident or something like that. You don't also know what their karma was or what your karma is, right? We don't know. Maybe you didn't do that this lifetime. Maybe you did something in another lifetime. Who knows? Maybe they did something. You don't really know, right? That's something that everybody should understand or overstand or understand is that everybody is on their own path and their own mission. And the divine doesn't make mistakes, right? So let's see. Let's pull some of these. Secret. Okay. Interesting. So we're going to pull some of these. Lilith. Okay. Earth sign, Leo. Wow. Okay. Gemini. E. This is Mercury. Okay, so there is some type of secret relationship or something like this. Okay, something that is happening. Yeah, well, same, right? Same. We don't really know, but you have to not be so doom and gloom. You have to understand that if you want to change something, if you want something else, then you have to let it come out, right? You have to be honest about that. You have to take accountability for what you want, what you're calling in your life. So here's some interesting information that I pulled from here. Okay. Someone has some type of a secret um, partner or something like this. Um, okay. This can be someone's sister. Doesn't have to be. These are just, you know, I created these. These are just some things that are going to come out. Someone has secret. Okay. This can be a mature. Okay. So um, this is someone that's like maybe over 30. Okay. Maybe older. Okay. They can be a wife. Okay. The sister, it maybe is a wife. Okay. Um, a mature, straight wife. Maybe there's a secret wife, a secret sister. Someone may have been pretending to be a gay, but they are secretly straight. Not sure. Immature son. Okay. We have gay man as a boyfriend. Okay. Also, we have here niece and nephew. So there can be a niece or a nephew that may know a secret. Okay. This can also be that there is a secret that somebody may have, a secret boyfriend, a secret wife, maybe secretly gay. Okay. Um, something like this. So let's pull this out. The month of December can mean something. The month of June could mean something. We have Mercury, Earth, Lilith, Venus. We have Lilith. We have Gemini and Leo, as well as Chiron. These could mean something to you. You may need to check out what you have in these signs. I have the letters E, A, could be first, last, middle, whatever. O. I'm not sure if this is M or W. Take it as it resonates. K, Saturn, brother, the letter G, fake, and boy. Someone could have a fake brother. Someone could be faking that they are a boy. They could have been faking some type of connection, relation, something like this. I don't really know. Let's get a few more. Okay, we have Capricorn, girl. Well, again, so either W or M, but I see both. T, Taurus, Alpha, Grandpapa, the month of August, and Aries, the month of March, a mother. Now remember, it doesn't have to be your mother, it can be someone that is a mother. J, and Uranus. uh, Someone can be trans, and someone in your family, a family member. Not that the family member has to be trans, but whatever. Trans lover. Someone might have a trans lover. Interesting. Someone might be pretending to be whatever. It could be secret. Remember, the secret is the first one that came up. So, guys, I don't know. It's just a bunch of cards that I made, but what I would guess here is that people need to you have one fake brother and one sweet brother. See, there you have it. So, someone could also have been faking to be a girl, a boy, a brother, a family member, a lover, whatever. They could have been playing some type of part, right? Faking some type of part. Normally, I like to lay these out and let you guys have a whatever, so you can kind of screenshot it and see. But I don't know. They told me to pull them, so I just pulled them. So, just to kind of close it out, um, there is some type for the collective, there is some type of actual love that is coming in. There was some type of betrayal. It seems like some type of legalities and serious stuff that happened with family, and this was very real. And again, they were lying. They could be fake family, right? You guys may find out that, you know, your family wasn't your family, your brother, your sister, your mother, whatever. You may find out some of this information. You may find out again that your family had these fake lovers or these false people that they put into play to kind of mess with things, right? Um, you're gonna know as the things come out. It's going to resonate for whoever it's for. But this is just kind of what I'm picking up on. um just that there has been a lot of secrets. There has been a lot of hidden deception, secrets, or lies, something like this that has happened. And again, they want me to reiterate this story. It's like, these people that were supposedly family that said that they were helping were not actually helping. They were literally blocking this love from coming into play. So again, they could have said, this person is gay, or this person doesn't want to be with you, or this person is already dead, or this person was already married, or this person was already engaged, or they're not into men, or they're not into women, or whatever. They could have said that they already have a family, that they already have kids, that they would rather work, that they're working on something, um, that they're not stable, that they're this, that they're that they don't want to be with somebody, that they don't want to have a family. They may have said that they want to have kids, or they don't want to have, whatever it was. It's like what I keep picking up on is that there was some type of family or friends or something, and that these other people, whoever this was, I'm picking up on some type of masculine was basically attempting to approach, well, they didn't approach feminine, right? But they were attempting to be maybe chivalrous in some notion, right? Where they wanted to ask the family for permission or whatever, right? And in that process, what they didn't realize is they were asking all these people that don't have a connection to collective, right? And so in that whole process of doing all of that, all of these people were maybe paid out by all these people to answer incorrectly, right? To basically smear campaign or whatever. It's like what I keep picking up on is basically like, for instance, let's say you want me to tell this. Okay, I'm channeling, guys, so I'm just going to share what's coming out. So for instance, it's like this. Let's say that there's parents, right? And let's say that there's people that wanted to um, maybe ask for the hand in marriage, right? And so they go and they approach and they meet the family and they do all the stuff that the family is saying. And in the process of doing all these things that the family is saying, what they don't realize is that there may have actually been more than one person. There may have been multiple people that actually were doing the same thing. And so then the family made it a game of who could offer them more, who would pay more, who would do more. Like, let's say that there was one person that was maybe um, more of a maybe higher up, like higher echelon, more aristocratic, where someone was maybe more. I'm hearing the song, the Two Princes song. Um, so maybe someone could actually have been some type of royalty or something like this. But I'm picking up that there is somebody that maybe had a lot, could provide different things, right? Like maybe someone had land or property, like maybe all of their stuff was invested in, but they felt that it was secure. And then maybe there was someone else that didn't have that, but they had an astronomical amount of money. And maybe there was someone else, and maybe they weren't a good match, but they literally like paid off all of the family to cause problems within whatever, because it's almost like there's some type of game and they're paying, like certain people were paying people and then they were making deals. So let's say that the let's say that the siblings were like, oh well, we think this person will be good, but they actually didn't want that. They just wanted their sibling to be miserable, right? It's like some type of sibling rivalry. And then let's say that someone else was like, that the father really wanted someone to be with this because that would help their business or something like this, right? There would be a better payout for them, or maybe the mother was doing that, or basically this is what it was. It is like there was. Um, I'm picking up on like a mm, what is it? Like a not just a difference in opinion, but also like a like everyone was trying to cash in to get something. And maybe, for instance, they made agreements with multiple people, like, oh, yeah, 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 we'll make sure that you get them and blah, 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 blah. But really, they just kept like putting other problems in the way and they were collecting. It's like, what do you call it? Robbing Peter to pay Paul. So like let's say they took an offer from this rich person, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll guarantee that you can have her hand in marriage," when they actually like somebody else, and they were like, "Oh, okay, well we're going to make a business opportunity. We're going to invest that money over here to maybe help somebody else do something else." Or it's like this. It's like there's a lot of slipperiness in the mix is kind of what I'm picking up on. But it's like one was like, no, I want this because there's safety, there's security, there's money. Maybe they didn't like that, or maybe they were just doing everything they could to prevent the actual union. Like, let's say there was two people that actually really did love each other, that were meant to be together. But if they ended up together, then it would mean that these people then lost their connection, right? They lost their cash cow is kind of what I'm picking up on. And so they didn't want that to happen, because if that happened, then they wouldn't be able to keep collecting insurance or the money or whatever, something like this, where if they guaranteed or married somebody off to somebody else, there would be just enough money. I mean, there would be more than enough money to where collective would never have to worry about that missing money or insurance or property or whatever it was, something like this. And so they basically, um, it's like they were saying, yeah, 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 on this person's team, but they were taking money and collecting from this person's team, and then they were using that to help this person's team to build this, to say that they were on their team too. And it's weird. There's like a lot of it's like fucking Family Feud or some shit, there's like a lot of there's a lot of discontentment. There's a lot of people that are trying to have their hand in the cookie jar, uh, that shouldn't even know that there's cookies there. Like those aren't their cookies. They should have no say. So, yeah, something like that. So just to reiterate, like, I'm still alive. I never died. Like, I think that I actually, even though I've been like proposed to plenty of times, like not legitimately, I think one time in my life that I ever actually have a ring, which the guy ended up selling back to my aunt. It was this vintage ring, selling back to my aunt to pay for a truck that was my grandfather's, that I think was actually left to me, which is even fucking funnier. Fucking shady motherfuckers. Um, and like, yeah, I think I had that ring for like 3 months. Other than that, like, no, I've never been properly proposed to. I've never been married. I've never had children. And it's not that I'm against it, it's that people need to show up properly and legitimately. And, anybody that is asking anybody besides me, and anybody that is doing anything without first having consulted me on my behalf for me, like, that's a big mistake. Huge mistake. So, yeah, if you tried to build me something, but I didn't get any say in it, like the people that try to take my whole fucking idea and like, oh well, we built your dream without you having anything to do with it. Fuck you. You can shove that straight up your ass. Because again, that's ego taking credit for my dream that you what you built without me. That's even crazier than a fucking crazy motherfucker, for sure. And that doesn't count as a fucking apology. An apology would have been like, hey, we have all these investors. We can help you build your dream. How should we do it? But you didn't. So I'm never going to go there. I have zero interest. I would rather burn it down. I would rather a fucking tsunami washed it all away. That's real. That's 100% real. I never gotten a fucking invitation, the opportunity, but you've had every fucking buddy under the world that got to be there, everybody else that got to enjoy, but I didn't get to create anything of my fucking creation. Fuck you, you fucking fucks. May it fail miserably, and may anybody that ever tries to do anything there fail miserably. Because that's what happens when you steal things that don't belong to you and you try to take fucking credit. So mote it be. So let's be a lesson to all of you guys. Next time you want to do something for somebody, maybe you should, you know, ask them what they want before you make decisions for them, especially life decisions, especially life changing decisions, especially their designs, their concepts. their ideas, their visions. As the visionary should get the say. So when you take that away, when you steal everything that ever belonged to them because your ego wanted to have credit, but you didn't allow them to build the thing that they built, that they came up with, while everybody else got to fucking use of it, fuck you. Fuck you. So anyways, guys, I think that just about concludes my reading and my channeling and, well, my time and my work here. I'm super ready for the next adventure. I'm super ready to move along, little doggy, because I don't really know that there's much left here for me on this island, anyways. But on to bigger and better dreams and people that actually communicate with me, that want to build beautiful things with me, not steal my ideas and build them without me, because I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in somebody that wants to co-create with me. So to all of those out there that try to do everything without feminine, that's ego. That's masculine needing the fucking credit. And that's not for feminine. At least not this one. So as always, guys, if you're out there and you are actually doing your due diligence, you are tuning in and you are helping the collective to evolve, to connect deeper into the collective consciousness, if you are in service and in servitude and in love and in worshiping and honoring of the goddess, the most high goddess, well, you're amazing, you're awesome, and you are noticed. In case nobody told you today, you're doing great. Keep going. You're amazing. I'm proud of you. You're beautiful. You got this. I love you. And as always, fuck the patriarchy. Matriarchy, meow, which means women, which means the divine feminine is the leader, not the follower, not the show upper, not the second or afterthought. The one that is there, because the Empress helps to build new earth, to create the empires. And just as you built them, she can destroy them because, hey, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, nurture, nature, heaven and earth. We are here and we are rebirthing into this new era. And it doesn't come from, hey, working with people that try to unalive divine feminine and giving them work and contracts and fulfillments. Just doesn't work that way. So to people that are ready to start new lives, sometimes you have to understand that initiation comes from eradicating everything that was old in order to make space for what is new and to come. And I'm so excited to take my projects, my designs to another country, to another space, to another place, to another island with an actual divine masculine, with an actual person that wants to step in to emperor space and create with me, not against me, not in jealousy of, not to prove because his ego needs it, to stand by my side. So as always, guys, smoochy boochies, and remember, goddess good. Goddess, great. Matriarchy, meow. Zoe out.